Locked on Target.
Hi crew, welcome to Locked On Target Show. This is your boy Captain Chris, and today I'm going to be going over the 2-month progress on my Marvel Contest of Champions account. And I do know I've reached that because I have been kicked over to Veteran Arena. Rip me getting 4 stars from Arena for a very, very long time, if ever, because I will never be able to catch up on the 2-year head start that everyone else has had in this game. But anyways, I would like just to thank, first, before we get into everything, I want to thank our Contest of Champions, or the subreddit that I read that pertains to this game, for basically being an awesome group of people that have helped me, answered a lot of my questions, have upvoted a lot of my jokey posts and things like that, and have just generally good discussions. There are a few members of the community that, downvote me whenever they see me, because basically we've had disagreements about things. But that's typical of all the subs on subreddit. You get these rivalries and whatever that get going. But by and large, I still enjoy my time there, and I just want to say thank you guys. I want to also thank Seaton Man of Legends and Dorky Diggity Dave over at Dork Lessons for teaching me the game. I still love watching all of Seaton's content, and man, does he get lucky with his crystal openings. Dorky Diggity Dave, thank you, man. You taught me how to parry so good, so good. Like, I'm so much better at the game after watching your videos. So thank you. I will be leaving links to in the description to their videos. Again, they didn't ask me to do this. I'm just saying, as a player, I want to say thank you guys so much for everything you poured into the community. It inspired me to start doing MCOC content on my channel. So what I want to get into my hero ranking. So after 2 months, I've gotten to 68k. This has been really, really helpful to me because it's been allowed me to get into a really active alliance, and we actually do have a few slots open. If you are an active member and are looking to actually join Evil Hate Monkeys, we're going to be making a subreddit post on very soon. But basically, we have like 5 slots opening, maybe a 6th, depending on how things go. But basically, we are recruiting still, but I don't want to get into that too much, but basically, because this is my 2-month account update, but I just want to make people aware that we are recruiting. But the Mordo is my top 440, and as you can see, I'm quite mystic stacked, so we'll get into masteries. As soon as I get willpower, I'm going straight into Mystic Dispersion, but that's for a little bit later. You can see I've been very active in arenas as well, and I want to go over my champions now. All right, go to filter, 4-star. I will be going over my 3 stars, but I want to share my 4 stars first, and I'm not going to go too in depth about my 3 stars. Just a few select ones. But Mordo, I got through arenas. I do not regret getting him to 440. He gets me kills on defense all the time, and he's great for when he's free for just questing in general. I really love playing as Mordo. I'm actually considering keeping him on attack because he's one of my best champions. I play him about the best because he cannot be stunned. And I play very aggressively, so the only thing that can really counter me is a parry. Well, that's kind of against Mordo. He's unblockable, and with my play style, it's just fantastic because I can clear matches with him so quickly. Because even if I do get stunned, I don't really have to worry about that because Mordo is basically stun immune, and I'll just be doing more damage if I get stunned and the AI attacks into it. But I love him. I love I love basically everything about him, especially the buff corruption. It's just fantastic. But Ghost Rider is... I'm debating between taking Ghost Rider or Doctor Strange up to 440 next, to be all honest. Or actually, you know what? Dr. Voodoo. Like, I just got him, and I've been playing with him in Quest. My gosh, is he awesome. So I think my priority is probably going to go Doctor Strange, Doctor Voodoo, Ghost Rider, and then Ultron. To be honest, to 440, because Ultron. But man, do I need Tech Catalyst, or not Tech Catalyst, but Tech ISO? Um, I have not been able to get much, and all my even my 3-star techs just are not leveled as much, or not max level, I should say. But I've been very fortunate with that. But just to restart where I was, Ghost Rider and Arena, I got from Arena, Doctor Voodoo Arena, Magic Arena, Doctor Strange. I spent 1,000 units to get the Doctor Strange Ultimate Crystals or whatever. That gave 3 or 4 Doctor Strange. Got a 4-star Doctor Strange. That was before I knew he was going to be featured in Arena, or I wouldn't have bought the crystals, or bought the 1,000 crystal. But I duped him twice in Arena. Which I'm very fortunate, because I don't really need to put any Sig Stones into him anymore. I'm happy with him being at 40 dupe level, but I can just save those for when I eventually get a 4-star Scarlet Witch. So that's a long few months out. But the Magneto I got from a 4-star Shard Crystal. Rocket I got from 4-star Shard Crystal. Venom Pool I got from Arena. That was my first 4-star I got from Arena. Falcon I got from 4-star Shard Crystal. And Hulkbuster I actually got from a 4-star fully formed crystal I got from the Master Mode Rift. I just spun the crystal because I wasn't sure. I'm saving up my revives for doing Realm of Legends, and which I can now do with a 3-star level 99 Scarlet Witch. I and a 330 or 440 Guillotine, 3-star Guillotine. I will be able to do Realm of Legends. I was just save. I was wanting to save my units and revives for that, and that's what I'm trying to do still. But we'll see, because I am tempted just to blast a bunch of units to complete out Act 3. But let's just continue here. But yeah, Hulkbuster was my gift from the Master Mode Rifts. Star Lord was my first ever PHC. And I got him after about 160 PHCs, if I remember correctly. I got my first 4-star. Then Ultron was my gift out of a fully formed 4-star, but I'm trying to remember how I got. Oh no, it wasn't a fully formed 4-star. It was just a 4-star Shard Crystal. But I got that just, I think, last week. So that's a relatively new addition, but he's definitely getting upgraded to 440 as soon as I can, because even unduped, he's such a boss. Like I'm going to be. He's my only non-mystic besides Luke Cage that I'm going to probably be using in defense. Sorry, I'll probably use Hulkbuster as well, but I just don't have the tech ISO to really upgrade my champions as far as that goes, because like my Star Lord, my Ultron, and you'll see that I don't even have my 3-star Star Lord max. He's near max, but because I have him dupe level at like 20 or 30, I'll show that off when I show the 3 stars. I need to max him out first, because he's more useful than his unduped 4-star version. And if I do dupe Star Lord tomorrow, when Summoner Advancement and War ends, and I get enough crystals to open another 4-star, which I'll be doing an crystal opening video for that. I'll rush him up, obviously. So, but yeah, Ultron is real good. I really love his playstyle, and he's just a boss in everything I use him in. Luke Cage actually is very underrated in my eyes. He's not so good, but he gets me arena wins, and he gets me Alliance War defense wins. So even at 220, I stuck him on an armor node. He got 4 kills, 4 defensive kills at 220. And in a alliance that is similarly ranked in R, with an average power level of like 110,000. I think if we go to ours, it's like 108. So they were a stronger alliance than us, and a 220 Luke Cage got 4 defensive kills, guys. My Mordo only got 5. He was the star of my defense. Even since then, he was getting 2 kills consistently at 220 on an armor node. And my gosh, is it like, I was surprised. I'm taking up to 330, but I'm out of science ISO. So I'm just out of class ISO. And right now, with the amount of gold I have, I just don't want to use the generics to rank up my champions. I just only want to use class ISO at this point. So let's talk about a few of my 3 stars. I have pretty much all of the 3 stars I want, besides Black Widow. That's the one I'm missing as far as this goes. But you can see these are the champs I got to upgrade. I already have 4-star Strange, so I'm not like too hot and bothered to upgrade Strange, especially since my Mystics, so many Mystic Catalysts, man. So many Mystic Catalysts. I run whenever Mystic is on the week. I run Mystic Catalyst, the tier 2 one, like 4 or 5 times each week, just to keep up with the amount of Mystics I got from Arena and trying to upgrade those in a timely fashion before my Mystic ISO all expires. But the ones I want to show off are Scarlet Witch, who, as you can see here, if it pops up, Sig level 99, guys. Sig level 90 freaking 9. And that was thanks to an offer and Contest of Champions. There was like $5. You got like a Sig stone to max it out. I had her at like 40. So I was debating whether to use this on Thor or Scarlet Witch, because Thor I only had like dupe level 8 or so. Scarlet Witch I had at dupe level 40. And I honestly do not regret using that Sig stone on her. But yeah, I mean, as you can see here, I have the dream team as far as 3 stars go. I have literally almost all the good 3 stars that I need. Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Guillotine, Thor, Nightcrawler is amazing. I love Nightcrawler. Star-Lord. Even if I go down here to my unduped, or I guess unupgraded Electro, I plan on bringing up to 440. I'm still want to put resources into Ultron when I get the chance. In all honesty, I'm probably going to bring up Rocket as well, and Wolverine once I awaken him, because I love Wolverine in this game. I'm probably going to bring up Civil Warrior as well, which I know is an unpopular opinion, but and Crossbones, of course. But Civil Warrior, I like his playstyle. He is so tanky, and no matter what he does, I just love everything that he does. And I'm going to max out my Agent Venom, my Ant-Man. Probably going to take up my Venom pool to 330 or 440 at least. But I'm actually really pleased with my progress on my account as far as 3 stars go. I'm pretty set. You will notice that the one champion I missed out of 4-star Arena is Joe Fixit. I just didn't have the time and I didn't care enough. I was going to dupe him for Science ISO, but his Arena is going on right now and I got kicked the veteran anyways. So I missed my chance to get 4-star Joe Fixit unduped. Whoop-de-doo, guys. Like, I mean, granted, I do want I don't miss not getting a 4-star to do arena runs, but you know what I mean. Like, I was so disappointed because the trends on of the last week showed that I thought I was gonna get a chance to dupe or get a 4-star Scarlet Witch, and I'm still salty that they threw in Joe Fixit. It's the final 4-star I could have got. Just didn't put the effort in. I still got to my milestones, but I didn't want to put in the extra effort because I just had family come in and, you know, like real life stuff. So I didn't want to do that. But yeah, that's enough for the champions and how I got them. My quest energy is full, and I'm ADHD about that. I need to wrap up this video. So I can go pour that into Chapter 3. And while we're talking about Chapter 3, let's look at my progress on story. I am 61% done with Chapter 3. So I'm excited about this. I will be able to tackle the rest of this. I'm literally, because of this 4-star crystal here, I really just want to use my IS or my credit, my units, uh, wait for the next completion event, and just power through this event, or not event, but this chapter to get another 4-star. But honestly, like I'm making pretty good progress now that I don't have anything to spend the events. But the new event is dropping tomorrow. Probably might even drop tonight with the patch, because this is the 6th, and they did say we're going to be running a patch soon. But I was able to 100% explore heroic, and I will be able to do that from now and forevermore. I also did, oh great, battery's low, normal and beginner, but basically I'll be able to do the events quest. I might try master mode, not to complete it, but just do the first act or so in the next run, depending on what the rewards are. Actually, what are the rewards? Because I still have a day, and I could probably attempt it on my account right now. Sorry, I got distracted here. Completion, 500 4-stars or 3-star shards. That's very tempting, actually, because I'm very close to what I'll actually show next, which is 4-star on my shards right now. And this is probably going to be a smaller opening because I almost got my milestones, but didn't quite really last time. But I just have 3 PHCs, and I'll be getting more PHC shards from Arena, because I am hitting all the milestones this time around before the next crystal opening. But War is about to end today, and Summoner Advancement ends tomorrow. So that means that I'll be able to open up a 4-star, even if we don't win War, which I'm pretty sure we are at this point. But who knows? Because, I will be able to get about 200 shards off a loss, and then I think it's like 200 some shards off of Summoner Advancement, or 235 or something. And then I have the 3-star hero, but honestly, I'll probably be able to pull enough 3-star shards to do 2 3-stars out of the 3-star hero, and I'll probably pull a dupe there. Just saying, with the amount of 3-stars I have now, I will probably dupe someone, and even if I'm like 10 or so crystals off of the 4-star, I'll be able to get another 4-star for the next opening video. So I'm actually excited about that. Now, as far as, let's go over masteries to wrap up the video before my phone dies. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to cover as far as progress goes. Oh yeah, I was finally able to get Punisher, 3-star Punisher, not 4-star. I've been hitting Arena pretty hardcore over the past 2 months. I estimate I've opened 1,600 or so of the battle crystals, or the battle chip crystals, or whatever, and I finally got 2. I just duped him yesterday, which was crazy. But I went 2 months. I was literally almost at 2 months without getting a. I got 3-star Punisher last week and duped him last week as well. So that was 2 months playing the game constantly almost, and no Punisher, which I just wanted him because you get him. I saw the odds, but yeah, I need to finish this up because my phone uses battery fast when it's casting and running Contest of Champions. Let's just see what that's at. Yeah, 13%. So, oh geez. But yeah, I have the basic here set up. I have, I don't really have anything to spend units on because I have a few carbononium cores, and I have my levels up are going way slower now, so I'm much easier. I can save units in between each level to buy what I want, but basically, the only thing I regret is putting and saving up the units to put 1 point in the glass cannon. I'm going to reset my talents eventually and probably pull that out of there. But what I really want the units for is, and this is actually my mistake from my last level up, is I want to max out perfect block and Block proficiency. I actually wanted to tag block proficiency for the PI increase, but I was kind of half asleep. It was like 3 in the morning or so, and I thought it was maxed, and I went over to block proficiency and put my point into there because evidently I couldn't read. So, yeah, next level up goes to block proficiency, all in the name of getting willpower. I'm thinking about getting recovery, but in all honesty, I don't feel like that's a good use of my units, especially when I think perfect block is a much better thing to pour into because that's 4% block proficiency. Like that's the difference between taking basically a normal person and then Captain America. Like most champions are at 35 block. Captain America OG is at 40, and if you can take a normal champion to 39 percent perfect block, that's pretty ridiculous, guys. Like that is awesome. I'm okay. That's a chance on top of block proficiency, is what I should say. And block proficiency is where it's at as far as a mastery goes. And I think I'm going to wait till I get those levels and 1 point in the willpower to attempt going through Realm of Legends, or I might just do it this week or to see how I do without doing revives. I just want to see how far I can get. If I can get past Winter Soldier and all the way to Scarlet Witch without getting a revive, then I might just power on through it. But I just want to test my offensive capabilities as far as that goes. I don't know if I'll get my butt handed to me, but I just want to see how I do. But the as soon as I get my points in the willpower, I'm going straight in the Mystic Dispersion. I'm not, and I know that might be disappointing on based on not going to Despair down to Assassin like a lot of people would recommend. But remember my Mystics champions? I have Voodoo that stacks buffs that you can dispel. So I usually get 6-7 stacks of Loa on any target before I start dispelling them. 7 times 12%, guys. That's almost full. It's almost a full level 3. That puts you directly to a level 2 and then some. When you activate his level 1 on 7 stacks of Loa and all of them get corrupted. If all of them get corrupted. Technically, that's 3 or 4. Then you could just use your level 1 again and corrupt the other 3 or 4 and be at level 1 yet again. So, in other words, Dr. Voodoo plus Mystic Dispersion equals ridiculous win. On top of Doctor Strange, on top of Magic, on top of everyone that would really benefit in my roster, having that Mystic Dispersion. So I really want Mystic Dispersion. Even though I don't have Scarlet Witch and I don't have Juggernaut, I have all the other good Mystic champions, so I'm really wanting that. Mordo, I'm not so sure. I'm thinking Mystic Dispersion might work. He does corrupt buffs, but that's not his point. If I put him on an unblockable L1 or an all or nothing node, then instead of a Thorns, I think he might be good with Mystic Dispersion because then people couldn't dodge. And then if they blocked, they have a chance of parrying. Mordo, yeah, I just don't see that going well for them. So Mystic Dispersion, even with Mordo, is going to be really good. So, yep. Sorry, I'll probably put in again, once I finish Mystic Dispersion, which is why I'm not spending units on Masteries, because I already have the 2 Carbononium cores to unlock this. And this is still 4 levels away, guys. Like, I need 3 more points to even put a point in willpower. And I don't see myself getting through Act 4 anytime soon. I'm going to try to, but 100% exploring Act 4 is going to take a long time for those points and that energy. Then Mystic Dispersion is another 5 points. It's going to be a very long time before I can put points in the offense again. Very long time. So I'm kind of happy with just spending my shards on energy refills right now, or my units on energy refills and like little things in the game. Not necessarily anything as far as crystals go besides shard crystals, which I love shard crystals on Saturday. I will drop 100 units into it almost every time. This last week, for instance, I dropped 100 units, got 400 4-star shards. I love those things. Those things are the best. So, I mean, I got like 203 from 100 units, guys. I got what was it? 1,400 PHCs, 200 3-star shards, and 400 4-star shards. I will not buy PHCs. I'm going to buy those shard crystals when I buy units or whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just honestly ridiculous. But yeah, that's kind of wraps up my account overview. I'm sure I forgot something and shot myself in the foot somewhere along the line. But that's pretty much what I did as far as this. If you want to make progress like I did in this game, it's all about arena. Get an arena team. Make sure you focus on just starting out. Get a 2-star team together to do 2-star arenas, and then do get work on your 3 stars. Participate in Sentinel Liberty your first week of the game. It's a really easy way to get a 3-star and work on that. What's this offer? Oh, dual skirmish. Let's see what we did. 100 PHCs. We actually we hit the milestone. We got the final milestone in dual skirmish. Finally, as a guild, we got our final dual milestone. But yeah, thank you. And again, I will be doing more regular Contest of Champions content on my channel. So if you want to see any of that, like and subscribe. I also do other Marvel gaming content like Marvel Future Fight. And other things like Marvel Heroes, as well as lots of other games on my channel, like Galaxy of Heroes and Guild Wars 2, all of that stuff. I'll be doing probably Destiny live streams because I did get I got a lot of games for Black Friday, guys. Like I got too many. I got the Destiny collection, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 remastered. What else did I get? Doom. World of Final Fantasy, and Just Cause 3, and Titanfall 2. So I got a lot to play, but I'm still going to be hitting my milestones. But at least I don't have to grind 2.2 to 3 million in intermediate to get this. And I don't think I stand a chance getting the Civil War Black Panther because Black Widow is up in like the 5 mil range. I don't have the roster to do that. I haven't been able to achieve Infinite Streak like I wanted to. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get there. But, yeah, it's basically for me, it's down to getting gold and also all that type of thing. It's gold and tier 3 catalyst at this point that I need. So, that's my other advice is even if you maxed out on T3 catalyst to newer players, run the stupid T3 arena or expert mode or whatever for the basic catalyst every day, because you will be running through those basic catas like you everything requires a 3-star or class catalyst at this point. And I highly recommend you do that. And the 4-star expert arena, I'm not so sure about because I haven't attempted it. But yeah, I'm getting to the point where I still need 3-star catalyst more than most for my account, but I'm getting to the point where I need 4-star basics. But yeah, that's pretty much my account. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. And until we meet again, stay on target.